Dear sister, I hereby submit my letter of resignation after 9 years of serving at this institution. My reason for leaving is I need to join my family who reside in Canada. Regrettably, sincerely, Mrs. Prince.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to my channel, Sincerely Mrs. Prince. My name is Kimberly, and on this channel I do lifestyle, travel, and education content. If you like what you see, please subscribe, leave a comment down below, and like and share. I know you've seen the title and you're wondering if I quit my job. Yes, I did quit my job, but not my current job. I'm gonna tell you how that happened, some of the feelings that people go through when they have to quit, and what was my reason for quitting. Just a disclaimer, if you hear any noise in the background, my daughter is playing, so you probably will hear her voice. This is real life. I'm just gonna go ahead and film. So let's get into the video. Okay guys, so as the title suggests, quitting. In 2015, I quit my job of 9 years. Let's take a moment. Many people will believe that quitting is the easy way out, or it solves your problem, or you're in a much better space after you quit, you feel free, etc. But this is dependent on the reason why you quit. So just some backstory. Right out of Teachers College, I got my job, my very first teaching job, and I loved it. I loved my job. Fast forward to 2015, I had to make that tough decision to quit. Why? I was joining my husband here in Canada, and so I did not give it a lot of thought. I did not know what I was coming here to do. I did not have a job lined up. I did not do as much research as I should. And so a lot of factors made it a difficult process for me. Now, I've been watching a few videos where people, will quit their jobs for whatever reason. My reason was different. I had to because of family. Being separated from your family is no joke. And so while it was a hard decision, I had to do it. Now, fast forward, I'm now here. I quit my job. I have no income. I am here in Canada. There's no job lined up for me. I have to go job hunting. I can't go back into teaching right away because you need to get a teaching certificate to become a teacher or to continue your teaching career in Canada. If you'd like to see the video where I talked about how to become a teacher in Canada, please check out the video probably over here or over here. Check it out. You'll not be disappointed. Quitting takes a lot of heart, guys. And at this point in time, I don't feel that I was as close as I should be or should have been to God. And so I was worried. I worried because I wondered, one, how will I pay my bills? Will I enjoy this new space that I'm in? Will I enjoy this new job that I'm going to be in? How will I get a new job? And I wondered about so many questions. And so the fear came, the doubt came, the worry came, the remorse came. For several months, I was 100% regretful. I regretted my decision. As humans, changes are inevitable. However, we don't really like changes. Just be honest, right? We really do not like changes. Anything that takes us out of our comfort zone, we are somewhat afraid of. We are apprehensive. And so for the longest time, I was regretful. Many times I would say to my husband, I want to go home, But at the same time, as The months progressed, the years progressed, and my faith grew. I learned that I needed to trust the process. Yes, there's going to be fear because you quit your job. How are you going to survive? How are you going to manage? Yes, there's going to be doubt because you have to change into something new. Mind you, the reason for me quitting was not because I felt burnt out or I was tired of the job. So it was not a relief for me. It was so much of a burden that I had to quit. Writing that letter was one of the hardest things that I've ever done. As a matter of fact, this decision that I made was one of the hardest decisions that I've ever had to make. Mind you, I'm in this job for 9+ going on. I would probably go into my 10th year. And then, with your 10th year, if you're a Jamaican teacher, you'd probably be a senior teacher, etc. And I gave up all of that. I gave up my salary. I gave up the benefits, the little benefits that we had. I gave up my stability because I was employed full-time, on a full-time contract. I gave up all of that and I walked away. Today, I look at everything that has happened and I know that everything happens for a reason. Everything happens according to how God wants it to happen. And everything happens for a greater good. At the time, we may not see it. At the time, it does not look as though things will be working out. But I can assure you, with faith, with time, things will work out for sure. Don't get me wrong, there were tears. I cried. I was sad. And as I mentioned earlier, I regretted my decision because I can't go back. And so we fear the unknown as human beings. We don't know what's going to happen next. What helped me was immersing myself in God and trusting Him throughout this process. It is very hard to quit, for whatever reason that you need to quit. Some people will quit because, like me, you had to relocate because of your family. Some people just quit because that's it, they've had enough. Regardless of why you had to leave, it's hard. Quitting does not make you a coward, as some would want to believe, because it's a very hard decision to think about giving up your stable income for nothing. It is hard. So fast forward, I have arrived. This is August. I'm looking for work because based on the little research that I have done, I knew that I needed a teacher certificate. But the time would not allow for me to get all those documents together and ready before I arrived here. And so when I came, I had to wait. August, September, I'm looking for any type of job that would pay your bills naturally, right? And while I processed my documentation for teacher certification, did that come right away? No, it did not. And so again, I'm going through that process. I'm thinking of everything else, and then you will have afterthoughts because the thoughts come back. Did I make the right decision? I have to start from scratch. I have to start over. Mind you, when I just started teaching, I was in my very early 20s. And you're starting over, you're starting from scratch. But I want you to understand whatever reason that you had to quit. 1, it doesn't make you weak. 2, it's not the end of the world. And 3, trust the process. Know your why. Yes, you will have a grieving moment. It all depends. Even if you're leaving your job on bad terms, there's always some type of grieving process because it takes a strong person to walk away. I'm telling you, it takes a strong individual to walk away. And so leaving one's job, quitting one's job, it brings up a lot of emotions. It brings up a lot of feelings that at the time you may not be able to process it all. And so take your time. Starting over is never usually easy. But something that this process has taught me is that it's okay to change. It's okay to start over. It's okay to want something new. And it's okay to be afraid. So as I went through this particular journey in my life, it caused me to do a lot of introspection. It caused me to just appreciate, the small things, and reminded me that though you had to give that up, God had something else in store for you. You had to give up your plan A, because a lot of us, when we start out, we're thinking, because my thought, like, I had no thought of coming here, to be honest. That's the truth. I had no thoughts of relocating anytime soon. And I'm thinking I'm gonna be, excelling at this job. I'm gonna be climbing up the ladder. My plan was always to move forward into like tertiary and stuff like that. And it just caused me to realize that, as we grow, we evolve, we change, we embrace new things. We go through struggles, we hurt, we have fears, we have doubts, we have worries. However, if we have faith, and I think that's where I'm coming back to, we have faith, you're trusting the process, you're getting a restart, you're getting a refresh, you're getting a reset kind of vibe. Just trust the process, have faith, trust in God. And the same God that brought you to that point will take you throughout. And that's just the message that I wanted to leave with you today. I loved my school. I loved my kids. And yeah, sometimes I think about it, to be honest. Sometimes I do think about it. Sometimes I do compare. But you know what? I remember when I was going through this and I was so regretful, and I came here to Canada and I found a church. I remember the pastor's wife saying that, don't look back. Don't look back. God has something greater in store for you. And I think of Lot and his family when they had to leave, and his wife looked back and she turned into a pillar of salt. Don't look back. Keep going forward. So for whatever reason that you may have to walk away from your job, look forward. Keep going towards the prize. Keep going towards what God has in store for you. It's hard, but it's not the end of the world. You are strong. You are resilient. You are powerful. You have strength. Keep going. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. Leave a comment down below. Do you share any of these thoughts that I have, or have you gone through anything like this? How did it make you feel? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I love interacting with you all. Until next time, au revoir. Stay blessed.